Hey guys, so in this video I'm going to be telling you and showing you on proper toad care. Now it really just depends the age and the size of your toad. I'm not too sure the type of toad the first one I have is, but I do know that my other one is either a Fowler's toad, something like that. And if you have baby ones, a 5-gallon would be okay, it's totally fine. But if you have an adult toad, then a 10-gallon is more recommended. Now this toad care goes for baby toads and adult toads. I like to have a 10-gallon just because I like to have more room because these are wild caught. I think I caught them when they're about little hatchlings. Hold on, let me get them out for you. So these are my toads. As you can see, they're extremely tiny. I got them when they were a bit smaller than this. I got them about, I like to say 2 months ago. And this one is, what's his name? His name is, just kidding, his name's Alfie. And this right here is Torty. And the reason why I got him a little while ago, I got him 2 months ago, and I got her a month ago, I think. They were a bit smaller than this. I like to believe I got them when they were just, like, I think hatch. I'm not too sure how big these guys are when they first hatch. I'm not too sure if they hatch in water because I know the frogs do, but there's not really any lakes that near us. I mean, there's one near, but it isn't enough for a toad to hop all the way over here. So this is Alfie. He's a little bit more tamed than Torty. Torty, I like to call her a girl, and I like to call Alfie a boy just because she's a lot lighter in color because she's a different type of toad. And there's Alfie. And these guys do eat about 4 insects a day. These guys, I feed them about 4 small crickets a day. Torty, the one over here, does eat more than Alfie. I don't know why. That's just her. She's a little bit more chubbier, I think. But she eats about 5, and he eats about 3 or 4, because I don't know why. It's just the way they are. So in the tank, you do not need a heat lamp. I don't recommend a heat lamp because it can overheat them, and it's just really bad. So Eco Earth I do recommend, and making at least 1 inch for them to dig in because they do love to dig when they feel threatened or scared. And I do recommend somewhere like a place to get wet like this, which I think this is perfect because it can go deeper or they can just be there in the shallow. But like Torty right here, Torty loves to be in water, Alfie does not. So really just depend on your toad. So one, they can soak in. As you can see the size, she does love the water. She just hopped in, I can't believe I missed that. But she does love the water. I have no idea why, but she does. And once in a while, I'll just see her soaking in there. I won't even have to put her in there, which I rarely do. It's only when I know they haven't been in the water for a while. And Torty, as you can see, he just went inside his little hide. But as for that, you do need a hide for them because if they feel threatened or scared, they always need a hide to sleep in, because if they're out in the open, they can feel very scared. Or use lots of plants. If you have those, fake plants can do, real plants, doesn't really matter. And whenever you handle your toad, you want to make sure you wash your hands, especially if he or she peed on you, because in the future, there is a possibility you can get warts, which I did get that when I was very extremely small. I did have a pet toad. I never really washed my hands because I was really small, and I did get warts, but I took a medicine to get that off, so I don't have those. Toads are not good for small children. It just depends how long you've had your toad. If it's quite an adult and you've had it since it was a baby, it is good for children because they will be quite tame and easy to handle. But if it's a new toad or a new adult toad or a new baby toad, there is a possibility he or she will pee on you. And just because they peed on you does not mean that they don't like you or anything like that. It just means you might have startled them a little bit. Now the same diet goes for large toads too. If it's a large toad, feed them 4 large crickets a day. It's just the way that is. Because you gotta remember, in the wild, at nighttime they go out and they eat lots of mosquitoes. They eat bugs they find. So you want to make sure you don't starve your toad. Now, when you first get a toad, he or she may not eat, and that's totally normal. That's just because he or she is might scared. It can even take up to a week for them to eat. Do not worry at all. It's totally normal. Alfie didn't take long. Alfie took about an hour or two, but Torty took about 3 days. So it just depends on your toads and how long they've been in the wild or how long you have had them. But if they haven't eaten in more than a week, then I recommend you set them free because you do not want to starve your toad. Well, I really hope this video helped you out in caring for your toad. And I'm hoping this gives you some ideas on how to care for your toad, and hopefully this gives other toads a better life in captivity. Bye!